The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
So let me again, thank the audience for consistently standing on your viewpoints. Let me give you credit for that, because at least you're standing on your viewpoints. And the thing is that I like when people do not just give me a viewpoint, but they give me a reason why they're taking the position that they're taking. This is going to be a more fairer critique, even though I've always, tried to be as fair as I possibly can, because we're going to have to get into it. Let's go.
Whatever you're doing, or whoever, just stop.
All right, so I'm going to appreciate the mere fact that he's not screaming and hollering, as some people think, or is doing the whatever abuse they think is going to happen. It's not happening. This is a conversation being had, and I think he's trying to engage her. I'm going to give him credit for that.
It's not that bad. Of a husband, of a person, of a man.
So let me say here, Anthony, I think she's saying you are that bad of a man because you've had the child and you've had Shayla as well. Now, I may have reservations on that, but that's exactly what I think she's saying.
You win. All right, my heart can't take this anymore. Figuratively and literally, I can't take this anymore. Just answer me like that. Why do you want to hurt me so bad? Why, Emma?
Well, because hurt people hurt people. I mean, and that's the idea of it, which is exactly why Amber is getting the critique now that she's getting, because they would have thought that, she would have, I guess, rise above it, but she never rose above it at all. I also feel like when she took Anthony back, she never set any boundaries at all. She never set any ways as to how they're going to move forward. She never did. She never basically gave a way as to how they're going to do things. It was just, we're just doing things, but never said how we're going to do it.
Why?
That's the question that I wanted to know. Why? Why would you put me through all of that? Why would you humiliate me? Why would you hurt me the way you did? That's what I want to know, Ed. Huh? You tell me. You tell me why.
So this is about what has occurred with Shayla. I'm trying to see if I get it. Sometimes I'm trying to see if I can get it. I'm trying to see if I understand the woman as much as I possibly understand, because she's talking in codes. And I think that's where the issue happens. When you're talking codes, we don't know what you're saying. So I'm going to interpret that that's what she's saying. If that's not right, chat, go ahead and talk in the chat as of right now. But then my answer would be to this. Well, why take him back if you don't know why him hurt you? Or why did he have to do that to you? Why did you take him back? That is now the audience's question. Why take him back? Remember, he had cheated at that point in time. You're sure you have the baby. Okay? He did this treacherous, horrible thing to you. You had the opportunity to divorce him right then and there. Take as much money, clean him out entirely. But instead, you've stayed. And in staying, one day after, I guess, no support is what some people give me, because there hasn't been any other sex happening during that time. Sure, him asked Shayla, but she hasn't given it to him. So nothing has occurred. Some people want to say, well, it's cheating for whatever it is. All right, if you want to go with that. Point of the matter is, there's no exchange of bodily fluids. And no, you're deciding no to go with Dave. No. That's what doesn't make sense to me as well with everything.
Why are we here?
So he has nothing to say. What I'm realizing now is none of them know why they're here. In other words, they don't know what's going on. Amber doesn't know why she's cheating. She's just cheating. Maybe she has just reverted back to her old self. And Anthony basically he doesn't know how to deal with this. As a man, him should have been able to stand up on it, but he doesn't know exactly how to deal with it, what to stand, what to do. He does not know. Them I know. Is a couple that now doesn't know. None of them know exactly what's going on. None of them know what's going on. So I'm now supposed to feel sorry for the woman now that has gone across the line, even though people have been telling her, don't go across the line. But she actively pursues Dave and do her thing. So let's do a rundown of the timeline. These two people had a relationship going. However you want to cut it. This woman on the screen said she wanted to be married. Okay? The man inside of the thing basically has pretended. If we're going to go with what people say, he's pretended, but he's giving her the wedding she wants. Regardless, him give her the wedding she wants. Up to the day of her wedding, she's basically cheating with the next man. People say, well, him steal her from the next man. Well, she could have decided to say no. She said yes. She married nonetheless. All right. So they say no, that the man has stood up at him ex's wedding. Nothing that happened in that. Then her best friend pursues this man because her best friend say it don't make sense. I mean, him have issues and him have faults like any other man or any other woman, but I think you have a good one, So you kind of want to easy with it. She hasn't. She's allowed the best friend to run rampant inside of her entire marriage. The best friend runs rampant. The best friend chases down her husband. She asking him why him basically going back and forth. Makes sense. Why him going back and forth? Him don't know why I'm going back and forth. Him going back and forth now because the woman has basically made sure him go back and forth. But of course, he's voluntarily doing it because of course you have to give him flat nonetheless because he's voluntarily doing it. The woman is now pregnant and has a child. Her secret now comes out that she has been doing whatever it is, meaning with Wayne from before. The man is upset, so he's on a rampage. And him upset, and the same feeling of cheating that she's feeling now is the same feeling the man was feeling. They don't know why they're here. They don't know why they're here. This is not one-sided. If you're coming this one side, you've lost the marbles. Telling me how the woman is a hurt woman and all of this kind of stuff, sure, it works. But what about when the man did find out, say, you're doing different things up to the day of the wedding? What do you think you're going to do to him? It gives him the same effect. He wants to know why it is you're playing him the entire time. This is why it's a stalemate. It's a stalemate at this point in time. What we're seeing is a stalemate. What Amber finally realized, is that I had wanted her never to have gone to the side of Dave, because she'd have just won me. She would have entirely won me, because that's where her edge would have been. Even if it was just some little pass and I can make fun at that. Is the sleeping with Dave that push her over the threshold. That's where her edge was. She's lost the edge now because of that. Because she would have won. She would have won the argument. She just can't win the argument because she's gone to the other side of the fence. That's why. Anyways, friends, give me your take, like, share, comment, subscribe, and talk to you soon.